Hi everyone and welcome to this new video tutorial. Today we are going to create this static gallery with Bricks Builder and AutomaticCSS. Check my description in the video to have more information about my setup. So plus button here in Bricks Builder, click the section, open it and click on the container. With the container selected, plus button, and then let's go on heading, rich text, go on section again, plus button, and here we are going to select container. Great, so click on the container here and then let's go and click on display grid, and here we are going to use 2FR, 1FR and 1FR. This is a fraction measurement. So with the container selected, plus button, div, now open the container, we have the div inside of it and we can start adding content here. So plus button again, get on the image and then select the image and open it from the media library or just upload one. I will use this rectangle image here, and now as you can see it's displayed. So we are going to set things up now. First of all, let's change the HTML tag to figure. Then the aspect ratio, let me try and put in, let's say 7/3. Okay, looks good. But before doing this, let me add all the other items so that I have a better idea of what is going on. So just duplicate the div by clicking on this little icon. And now I'm going to replace the images with a squared version. Okay, so also this one, click on it and just replace it. Very easy. And now I can understand a little bit of the spacing coming out. So click on the div and image here, so the first one, and now let's use the aspect ratio 7/3. Okay, then cover, okay, so that it doesn't distort the image. Then let me check the other options here. Okay, looks good. Let's go to the second image. So click on it, and as you can see, we can now set up another aspect ratio 7/3, or maybe let's say 7/6. Okay, and then cover again. So as you can see now it's aligned. I'm doing the same thing to the third one, so 7/6, and then cover as object fit. So great, so now looks everything aligned, right? There is no spacing. Then let's go on closing here the div. Oops, sorry, let me get back. Okay, so let's go on the container now. Okay, the container for the grid. So click on the container here. Okay, make sure and duplicate this, and now we have two containers and we can basically name them just to have, you know, a better understanding, row 1 and row 2, like in this example. So now it's clear which one is which. And yeah, let's open the row 2, and on the first, select the row 2, sorry, and then get here to the grid template columns and just switch the templates like 1FR, 2FR, and 1FR so that the biggest image is in the center. Select the first image and replace it with a squared one, like this one. Okay, then we are going to change the aspect ratio. Okay, 7/6. Select the second image, and here we have the bigger image, so insert this one. Okay, and change the aspect ratio to 7/3. Okay, third image, 7/6 is okay. Let's replace only the image here. Great. So now we have our static gallery. We need to set some spacing, of course. Okay, we have all the pictures here. To do that, just go on, let's close all of those so that is a little bit more clear. So the spacing in between row 1 and the gap, we need to change it to S, or, you know, whatever you want. And the row 2, click on it again. And here on gap, let's use S. Okay, now I want to put row 1 and row 2 inside of a container. So select this section here, and then go on the plus button, select container, and then drag and drop the row 1 under the container. It should be inside of it. As you can see, row 2, drag it into the container, and now the container has row 1 and row 2. Look at the structure here. Okay, so now we need to get on the row gap, and now we can add some spacing on the row gap, okay, of the container. Great. So now I'm going to check the responsive version, and as you can see, everything gets really small, so we actually need to make it better. So here on the right, as you can see, I'm going to select the container row 1, and I'm going to start to tweak it a little bit. So with row 1 selected, I will add here one FR so that everything gets in one column. Perfect. Now I'm going on the second div here, and I want to disable it. So go on Style, and then get here on Visibility and select Collapse. So now it's hiding, right? But we need to open the div, select the image, get on Style again, and then here on Display, None. So now it's completely disappeared. We need to do the same thing to the other div. So here, Hidden, Image, and then again on the Style tab, going to choose None on Display. And now as you can see, we hidden the two images. We want to keep only the bigger one, right? So let's now do the same thing to the row 2. Close the row 1, open the row 2, get to the first div in this case, and then get on the Style tab, and as you can see here, Collapse again on Visibility, and then Image, scroll down to Display, and None. So now also the first one is disappeared. Oops, let's close this and get to the third one. The third one, we want to hide it too, so div, select the div first, and then Style, and then here on Visibility, Collapse, and then on Image, scroll down, and here on Display, None. Okay, so now select the row and Contents, and here one FR like before, right? So great, so now it's showing only one image, but there is some spacing here that we want to remove. So let's see how to do that. First of all, select the image, the big image, right? That this one, in this case, is this one, okay? And here we are going to change the aspect ratio. So 7/4 maybe looks good. So yeah, and then select the second image here. Just click on it, and then get on 7/4 again. And as you can see now, it's adapting a little bit better. There is still some spacing that I want to remove. So let's see how to remove this. Let's see here on the right. So probably it's the row. Click on the row 1, and here on gap, just type 0 so that we remove completely all the spacing. And I'm going to do the same thing here. So make sure the row 2 is selected, and then get on gap and 0 again. And as you can see now, the spacing looks perfect. There is no spacing. So get on the other resolution, everything looks fine, so everything is working fine, there is no issues. We was able to adapt this on responsive, and great. So I'm going to style everything now. Let's click on the section, get on row gap, right click, and then S or M or L. Let's see which one is better. M. Okay. So let's style the heading. Now I'm going to copy the text so that it looks more similar, and like that, just copy it, paste it, select this text here and paste it. Okay, so let's go on the title again, style, and then we are going to change the typography. Right click on it, XXL for example, then center it, and then select the second text, and now we are going to right click on typography size, M, and here center it again. So now we have the two title and description centered, but we need to select the container and then go on content and center, align the cross axis. So now everything is centered. Click on this text here because it's too wide, style, and then go on layout, and on width we are going to change it to L or XL. Let's say L. Okay, that looks really good. Great. So now let's click on section. With section selected, go on content, and then here the row gap, I want to change it because it's too close to it. So XL, so there is more spacing between. the text and the images. Now select the image, like the first one, this one, the bigger one, right? I'm going to style it a little bit, so click on style. But first, remember to create a class. So dot image and then dash style dash one, for example, right? Now we have the class activated and now we can style it. So layout, or wait, a border, click on border, and then here right click, and I will use a radius like M, and click on this little icon to link to all the sides. Go on layout then and go on overflow hidden. And now as you can see, the first image has the rounded borders. Now I'm going to copy this tag, this class, I'm sorry, and just like this, and just go and apply the same thing, or you can also copy style like that and paste it to this other one. So allow the browser. So now the style was pasted, but it pasted also the ratio. So the aspect ratio need to be changed back to 7/6. And yeah, so now what we can do is copy the first one, copy the style of this, and now paste it to the bigger one here. Paste the style. Do the same thing now. Copy this style here of the smaller one, and then go on paste to the other smaller one. So paste the style like this, right click, paste the style, and right click, paste the style. Great, now we are done. Everything will work perfectly on mobile, tablet, and other responsive resolution. Thank you guys for following the video tutorial. Please, if you have any issue, questions, just comment the video below. If the video was useful, like for sure, and then subscribe to the channel to be updated with my new videos. Thanks a lot again, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye!